Last night we had mentioned about a poet and scholar and Shanachie, John Cowley from Castletown, Gaelic in County Westmeath. John wrote just about everything in verse, and we published his book there some time ago. It's a new publication. But many of the old timers out there might remember the days when we had the old radios and wireless sets, wireless as they were called then, for to pick up the games from Croke Park in Dublin. And indeed many of us climbed onto the top of a house to try and get a better reception. But the great commentator, of course, that time was the old timers will remember, was the late and great Mícheál Ó. And here now is a little story by John Cowley on Mícheál Ó. And it tells about, of course, the Koser set was a radio made by the Koser company in Germany. So here it is. The golden voice of Gaelic games, the mouthpiece of the turf. His magic cuts airwaves like a dolphin, not the surf. When radio was wireless and rural sets were rare, a real life television was a great Mícheál Ó. He painted pictures of the fray with his prolific tongue that never faded through the years from listeners old and young. We knew the records, Mackie's, Christy Ring, John Joe and Paddy Bowen, like next door neighbours through his eyes with football and come on. We huddled in with eyes aglow around the Koser set and clearly saw in our mind's eye great men we never met. We felt the anguish and the pain and lived the dash and dare all through the peerless passion of the great Mícheál Ó. The sparkle he could give the game, the mystery and suspense, the great schmozzle round the goal and outfield duels so tense. The up he comes and the wides and scores, the tackles and the trips, the indiscretions that he saw but never passed his lips. Your great intoxication on my boyhood left its mark. An empty anticlimax was my first trip to Croke Park. So God be with you, Michael, the gallant and the brave. Oh, how I love your comments from the land beyond the grave. That was the story of the great radio commentator, sportsman Mícheál Ó. His father come from County Clare. He was born in Dublin.